So I don't get no bitches. I might just give up on this whole bitches thing. Yeah. I don't even know how I got the females that I got, honestly. I really don't know. I think I'm just go to bed. I feel defeated, man. Alright, so I was doing some more thinking, and hold on. Is that a little bit better? Yeah, it's a little bit better. So I was doing some more thinking, right? Some shower thoughts. And, it revolves around my job. My job, I work for a cellular provider. I won't say who exactly, but what I really wanted to talk about today is the amount of incompetent idiot cunts that come to the store every single fucking day. It's so annoying. Questions that can be solved on their own. And people really make a drive to our store just to ask us these fucking stupid idiot questions. And I know we're not the only one, of course. I know there's a bunch of other cellular providers that have the same issues, right? But let me tell you this. So this guy comes in, right? He comes in with his mom, this older guy, probably like mid-30s. He has a beard, pretty tall guy. And then he has his mom come in with him behind him, right? And then he tells us that I guess his mom's phone reset and now it has a password, and before it never had a password. For one, either his mom just doesn't know what she was doing, because she's a bit of an older lady, and don't get me wrong, like most of us, Gen Z, right? There's people, older folks, like our parents, sometimes might not know how to navigate a phone that much, so she probably clicked the wrong button or, something like that, and probably accidentally set a phone password, right? Now, what really irks me is that this fucking idiot, for one, just instantly goes, oh yeah, no. She didn't have a password before, and then she reset it, and then all of a sudden now has a password. First of all, you fucking moron. Let's just go with, yeah. Let's just say somehow, some way, right? It did happen, right? Let's say the phone glitched, right? And somehow Apple got the phone, or got a password on the phone after you reset it. What irked me was, like, why are you coming to your cellular provider? And like, it's like, let's say you buy something off Amazon, and let's say, because Amazon is its own thing, right? They kind of let people sell their stuff on there. It's like complaining to Amazon and wanting Amazon workers to fix a product that was sold by another company on their website, if that makes sense. And it just pisses me off, because like, how much of an idiot are you? And then that's typical. I got used to that, whatever. What really got to me was when my coworker, right? We're being super respectful, by the way, right? Weren't giving an attitude, nothing like that. Just told him, hey, look, probably I would recommend just going to Apple. They could probably just reset it over there, and then just to take the password off, since you said it didn't have one. We're a cellular provider. We don't work with fixing phones. We're just more on the sales side, and helping like troubleshoot, like just easy things, right? Whatever. So the guy's just standing there in front of us. After he said that, he's just talking to himself, thinking, and then he turns around, doesn't say anything, which I already kind of expected. Like, seeing this guy and seeing how he was and how he was talking to us, I kind of expected him to be like a prick. He was a prick. I'm not gonna. You can tell when a customer comes in, they're a prick. So he left, and then at least his mom had the courtesy of saying thank you, right? She said thank you to us. And what pissed me off was when the guy was at the door, this grown man, this guy's like mid-30s for sure. Earliest is probably late 20s, like 29, 28 at most, or at minimum. But I would put money on he's mid-30s. Grown ass man at the door. He just moans thank you for nothing. It's like, you're a fucking moron. You're the fucking idiot that thought a cellular provider could fix Apple's product. You're a fucking idiot. Oh my God, it gets me so pissed off. Because it's like, what did you expect? And then it's like, we literally can't do anything. Why are you giving, like, what's the point of getting attitude? Because your fucking smooth brain doesn't fucking understand. And even me, as a kid, I remember, same thing happened to me, right? Not exact same thing, right? I put a password on my phone. I believe it was like my iPhone SE when I had it. I put a password on my phone. My dumbass forgot it. My first thought was phone repair store, not fucking cellular provider, because I know they don't do anything to fix phones. I just know that they sell the phones. And, you know, that's it, really. I knew not to go to, because at the time I had Metro PCS. I knew not to go to Metro PCS to go fix my phone problem, because they don't do that. Idiots, bro. I hate it. Especially when they, you know, sometimes some people are clueless, right? And as long as they're respectful, I'll be respectful back, right? Of course, just like anybody should be, right? But when you're giving me an attitude, and then I don't know. It just pisses me off that people are this fucking stupid, like genuinely. And the amount of idiots that I see come to the store complain because we can't reset their phone password or reset their entire phone. It's like, what the fuck do you want us to do? We don't have those tools. And then you want to be bitchy? You're the fucking idiot that drove over here and thinking that I was going to get fixed. A cellular provider. You're a moron. You're a fucking moron. Fucking hate pricks like that. We have pricks like that all the time. All the time. Always get stupid idiot pricks like that all the time. Anytime I even broke my phone. Anytime. And I wouldn't have expected it from this guy because he looked a bit younger. So I definitely didn't expect him to come in on some bullshit like that. But that's neither there nor here. Or I don't know how it goes. But he gets customers like that all the time. Customer breaks their screen or it's just not working and they expect us to fix it. It's like, wait, you guys don't fix phones here? It's like, no, you idiot. We only know based off of what we already know. Okay. That was it for today. Bye-bye. Bro, I fucking hate my job. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, I just dropped something. I'm a little bit sick, so excuse my voice, but I really don't like my job. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. My job is just, I'm not gonna lie, it pays good, pretty good benefits. It's pretty chill compared to like a regular job. You know, I could be on my phone. They don't really trip. You know, like I don't got much about it. It's just like the environment, man. It's like people are so toxic. It's just people with high ass egos. I don't want to be there no more in reality. And I know like I do have a potential to be better, to be in a better spot in life for sure. Like I shouldn't just be settling for this, but I think the biggest battle with me is just laziness. And when I mean laziness, let me expand on that. When I mean laziness, I mean staying consistent once I set a goal. Once I set a goal, it's hard for me to stay consistent. For example, this month, we're really like starting on the 14th about. I said I wasn't going to take a day off, and I haven't taken a day off. I don't plan on taking a day off. For wrestling, I said I wasn't going to skip a single practice, and I didn't skip a practice until I found out that me not wrestling on the second day of a tournament didn't count for attendance. So I ended up not getting that, and then I just gave up. And then, but for small things, like for boxing, like it's been a downhill. It's been a real downhill. Let me continue this later on. I'm drunk. Not drunk, but I'm tipsy. Another thing I learned, chasing these bitches has gotten me absolutely nowhere. Out of 100 bitches that I've chased, maybe I've had 10 that were interested. 10 that were willing to fuck and that somewhat chased back. And I'm talking about lifespan. So it's not that good. 14 is not that good. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You know, my homies tell me I'm a pretty good looking guy. I try to present myself pretty respectful, you know what I'm saying? You know, just talk normally. I don't think I have issues with
talking to girls when it comes to, like, you know, face to face. I don't think I have, like, that super awkward, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where I can't speak or say a whole sentence out loud. I don't think I have that. But it's literally gotten me nowhere. Every time I try to get a girl, I've tried like multiple different approaches. It's not working. So obviously, at the end of the day, I gotta realize it might be something to do with me. And with that being said, I'm just gonna completely stop chasing bitches. If they come to me, yeah, they come to me, whatever. And what I mean by that, you know, cause like don't get me wrong, like my Instagram is public. Like I got a couple posts on there. I even reach out to them, just trying to, bro. But it does not work. I don't know. And I have friends that tell me I'm a good looking guy, and I don't know if it's them telling me this like out of the kindness of their heart to make me feel better, or if they're just being bad friends and they're just lying to me, or if they're actually being honest. But I can't get no bitches, man. It's like I'm cursed. I'm so serious. Like it's dead ass. Like I'm cursed. I can't get nothing above like a 6. And a 6 as in like 10 is like the hottest bitch, you know. Alright, then if that's a skill, hold on. I can't get nothing past a 3. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm about to just stop completely chasing hoes. Fuck these. Sorry, let me not get disrespectful. I'm gonna stop chasing women completely. I'm just gonna focus on myself. When I get more fit and when I get more money, and obviously once I get those on the way, I can build my social media presence up in that way. So hopefully I get more eyes on me. So let's just hope. And I'm young. I'm like a young bull. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not looking for nothing like long lasting right now. Maybe if I meet the right person, but right now, come on, bro. I'm young. I'm like a bull right now. I'm like a young, hungry bull. So not looking for nothing too serious right now. But like I said, if something does happen, maybe. But even then, I'm been given the option of either or. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten some chills, I've gotten some mid shit, I've gotten some somewhat fine shit, I guess, in the whole grand scheme of things. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Cause alright, and I say this in this manner. I have friends that have less money than me, similar financial situation as me, and they all get more bitches than me. That's what I don't get. That's what I mean by I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Because obviously the big pointers are, yes, get more money, get more consistent with the gym, and obviously just talk to more girls. But I have friends that have less money than me. Maybe just because they dress a little bit better than me. I don't even know. I wouldn't say they dress like that much better than me. I'd say probably like, you know, probably similar in that aspect, but I just don't get it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I have a friend that doesn't even have his own car. His room's messy, no disrespect. And I don't mean messy as in like, oh, he has a couple. Like, no, it looks disgusting. No disrespect to the bro, but it looks nasty. But he gets a lot of bitches. And it's like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I asked him the other day, I was like, what do you do? He said, they come to me, bro. And I'm like, gets me angry. Just like, what am I doing wrong? But, let me finish the rest of this later. For real, though. Unless maybe I get something else on my mind.